Hello, welcome back. Today I have a beer from Shipwright Brewing Company in Lunenburg, Nova Scotia, Canada. This one's called Bellringer Red, and it is 5% alcohol per volume, and it comes in this little can of 32 ounces. The perfect beer for when your wife says, "We got to leave soon, but you can have one more." So I'm going to have one more. Woo! That is a can of beer. Let's see what she looks like. I'm going to guess red, but you never know. There we go. Bellringer Red. Looks good. Smells good. You probably wouldn't believe me if I told you, but tastes good too. And speaking of Bellringer, the young fella decides at a young age that he wants to be a monk. He's always been a little quiet, reserved, keeps to himself, so thinks that might be the life for him. So he goes to the local monastery and approaches the monks about becoming a monk. And he said, well, the first thing you got to do is you got to take a 20-year vow of silence. And for the first 20 years, you get to ring the bell. Well, pretty quiet guy. I think I can do that. And they're like, okay, well, a couple more things you need to know. You need to keep everything clean, tidy, your room. You don't get many possessions. You must study your faith religiously. And every 5 years, at the end of a 5-year term, you get to say 2 words. And then that goes on till your vow of silence is finished. And it's like, okay, sounds good. So everything is going good. After the first 5 years, he rings the bell, he keeps everything clean, he's dedicated to his faith. And the head monk comes up to him and says, okay, congratulations, you've made it through the first 5 years of your vow of silence. You get to say 2 words. Think carefully, because you don't get to say any more till another 5 years. So the young monk in training, he's thinking about it, and he says, food sucks. Head monk says, okay, that's it. So he goes back to work, ringing the bell, he's keeping his room clean, he's helping around the monastery, never says a word, studies his religion. 10 years comes along. The monk says, you're doing great. He says, congratulations, you made it to 10 years. He says, you get to say 2 words. What will they be? Yeah, monk in training says, bed, hard. Kind of looks at him and says, okay, that's it. So, same thing. 5 more years go by, still ringing the bell. Monk says, wow, you've made it 15 years in this vow of silence. You're doing amazing. He says, it's your anniversary here. You get to say 2 words. What'll they be? And this monk, he's been thinking about it for a while, and he's just about had enough. And he says, I quit. And the head monk looks at him and says, oh, thank goodness. You've been complaining ever since you got here. Beer and a joke.